When a boy is molested by a girl, it's looked at as a cool thing. However, it desensitizes you sexually, emotionally, and it speeds up a process where you don't have the maturity to understand how to compartmentalize these new sexual feelings and emotions that you're having. Initially, it made me more of a playboy.
Telling me that I raped you, but if I raped you, then how'd you get?
I'm a guy. No. All right. I'm a dude.
That's not how it
If the girl is on top of me, yeah.
No,
it doesn't matter. It is how it works.
You have to want it.
Are you a dude?
You have to want it.
We live in a world where there's a bunch of double standards, and I want to talk about something specifically, and it's men's trauma. This whole world talks about how comfortable we are with being vulnerable and sharing our stories and being encouraged to speak up. Everyone's saying that they care about mental health and healing and all this bullshit, right? Except when it comes to men. I want to make this video because, a number of reasons. I have brothers, I grew up around boys my whole life. Like, I was the only girl. So I seen this like firsthand on how the double standards are with guys. Like, they're not supposed to express their feelings, they're not supposed to do this, they're not supposed to do that. They'll be 3 years old, 4 years old crying, and then they'll be like, man up, you're a boy, you're not supposed to cry. You're 3. All I know is when it comes to vulnerability with men, all that energy about mental health is important. All that shit goes out the window. Especially when it comes to sexual assault, emotional abuse, or just being hurt in ways that isn't visible. It's a mental thing, right? Today I want to talk about why men's mental health isn't taken seriously and how it affects everyone, not just the men, but the people that love them too. For a lot of men, it starts young. First, they're told not to cry, not to show emotion, not to be soft. Imagine a little boy that's hurt, confused, scared, being taught that if you show that, you're weak. And no girl will want you because you show emotion. That message sticks to that little boy throughout his whole life. And by the time they grow up, they just start to hide their emotions, their pain, everything they go through. Even trauma when it's not even supposed to be like that. We want that space where we feel comfortable enough to speak out about anything that happens to us, to our families, to anyone. So when something serious happens, like abuse, sexual assault, being manipulated, or just emotionally broken, they don't even know what they just went through is fucking terrible and bad and not good. They just laugh it off, knowing damn well stuck with them, and they didn't feel good and they don't feel good, and whatever the situation was, it made them feel small, but they gotta pretend like it's okay because it's girly. It's girly to cry. It's girly to show emotion. It's girly to do all these fucking things, right? And that's the tragedy of it all. Not being able to heal from something that you're not even supposed to admit to. I'm not supposed to admit that I got sexually assaulted by a woman because I was supposed to enjoy it. I was supposed to like it because I'm a man. Part of the reason why men's trauma gets ignored is mostly because of stereotypes. They're meant to be seen as providers and protectors, and not the person that's the one hiding and crying. They're not supposed to cry. They're supposed to protect you. You're the one who's to be crying. You're the girl who should be crying, not them. When we picture sexual assault, what do you see? What do you imagine first come up? What's the first thing that comes up in your brain? It's okay to be honest. First thing that comes up in your brain is that it was a man that sexually assaulted a woman, right? It hardly comes up as, oh, a woman assaulted a man, because that's what society tricks us to believing, that men emotions don't matter when it comes to things like that, like they're not supposed to feel a type of way about it. And if a man does admit that he's been assaulted, people laugh, people make a joke out of it. People don't take it seriously, and then the guy starts questioning, maybe it wasn't that bad, maybe I was supposed to like it. No, you wasn't, babe. I promise you wasn't. I wanted to make this video because not only do I have brothers and I've seen it firsthand, but I saw this video of these 2 female streamers, right, and they assaulted this boy. People are saying that he has autism, which I'm not sure. I don't want to claim that if that's not true. But He came out the other day, you know, expressing how it made him feel. I opened the comments. People are just laughing at him, telling him how lucky he should be that two fine girls, you know, touched him and and he was just crying, so sad. He was talking about how his mom was crying and stuff. You can tell that it really bothered with him and that stuck with him, and people in the comments are just laughing, telling him that he should like it and that it's because he's not around girls. And this is just a prime example why men don't express their emotions or things that happen to them or traumatic experiences, because they fear of being laughed at. Because you're a man, you're supposed to protect yourself. How you let a woman do that to you? But the world goes, oh, how much they care about mental health. No, y'all pick and choose on who you want to care about mental health with. Y'all quick to believe a woman. Women lie all the time when it comes to things like that. But when a man, y'all automatically just laugh. Y'all don't even question it. Y'all just laugh. But you're quick to believe a woman. Back on the video, you know what the craziest part about those comments? It was mostly men laughing at him. It was mostly men. It was other men laughing at him. Why did other men respond like that? Social conditioning. Men are taught from a young age that showing any type of pain or emotion is weakness. So they project it onto other men that do show emotion, because they're taught that's forbidden. That's like a forbidden fruit, right? So any other guy that does do it, that does show emotion, they laugh at him, they call him punk, they do all this embarrassing things to reinforce that rigid idea of masculinity. They are projecting, mocking someone else's vulnerability to hide the fact that they probably feel the same way too, and having to avoid confronting their own emotions. That behavior gets even more amplified online because people want to fit in. Exactly why I say that men's trauma isn't taken seriously, because not only is it ignored, it's mocked, they're laughed at, they're called sensitive and called out of their names. You know what I've seen is that when little boys show a lot of emotion, they automatically go to the fact that he's going to be gay when he's older. Like, I've seen that so many times at family functions. You think da is gay, and it's only because he cries a lot and he's fucking 4. You can't know if a 4-year-old is going to be gay because he cries. He's a child. At the end of the day, he's a child. He's not even a man yet. What the fuck? When pain like that gets laughed off, they stop trusting people with that pain. So they just build it up inside. And it creates, I feel like it creates this generation of men. Honestly, this has been for decades, honestly. It's like, oh my God, what's wrong with men? What's wrong with men? Maybe it's because they're not allowed to express themselves. Maybe they're just angry. I don't know, I feel like I would be angry. Unspoken trauma just never disappears. It hides and it secretly turns it into anger and isolation, emotional detachment. Some men aren't cold and distant because they don't care, because they've been hurt and they've never had a safe place to say it out loud. And that kind of pain can make someone feel very invisible. We all know about invisibility. Invisibility can kill someone from inside out. Feeling like your emotions don't matter can kill someone from inside out. Look at my anxious attachment video. Feeling like you don't matter, probably like the worst feelings in the entire world, especially when you're expressing yourself to people who you care about and they just won't listen. When we ignore men's trauma, we're not just hurting them, we're hurting everyone around us. Children, women, men, just everything. Because now we're teaching everyone that empathy has limits. We glorify toughness and ignore tenderness. Tell men to protect women, but who helps them when they get hurt? Who helps them when they get knocked down? They have to pick that shit up all by themselves. No one protects them. No one tells them that they matter. But here they are, protecting everyone around them. Sit down, tell your brother, whoever you know, your cousin, your boyfriend, ask them if they are okay. Make them feel like their emotions matter, like they are important, and they can come to you about anything and everything. and tell them that they don't have to hide their emotions from you. They don't have to hide it from you because you will understand. Give them a safe space. Let's make this society better. We blame each other. We like to blame each other for everything, but everything starts within, okay? You want perfect husbands and da-da-da. Teach them that vulnerability is okay. How can we have perfect men? How can we create perfect men if we fucking neglect the men that are already here and that we are raising? Tell them that they don't matter, that they're a man. Why is a man crying? Why is a man doing this? Why? No. To be better as a society, women and men, we both have our shit that we need to fix. We need to get together. We need to combine. We are Adam and Eve. Okay, God placed a man and woman on this earth to stick together. And we can't just neglect each other. When we show compassion for men, we make it safe for everyone, including women. Now everybody feels important. Nobody feels left out. Healing and pain and that doesn't have a gender. We all feel it. We're human at the end of the day. Men or women, we're fucking human. When one group learns to heal, it creates space for the entire group to heal. Now everybody's good. Now we straight. To every man that's watching this, whose emotion or pain has been questioned, mocked, laughed at, or felt like it wasn't important, your pain matters. You matter. You're human just like the rest of us, just like a woman. You're human. You're allowed to cry. You're allowed to talk about it. You're allowed to show emotion. It's not forbidden. If God didn't want you to show emotions, he would have never gave men emotion in the first place. It's not illegal. The truth is, healing really starts when we start listening. Bye guys. You are loved, every single one of you. Man, woman, dog, cat, fucking zebra, bitch, children, everyone. This is a safe space for everyone. Okay? Bye guys. See y'all in the next video.